Welcome to Kenpo for Intermediate, Lesson 11.
Hey, YouTube.
My name is Sensei Roger.
And I'm Paul.
And we just want to say thanks for watching these videos.
Yes.
All right, we're going to start right out the gate today with something positive. There's a quote that we got written down there. I'm going to let Paul read that. I can't read his writing, it's so small.
And sloppy. Okay. The quote is, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone," and that is by Neil Donald Walsh.
He even had to get close to that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, my eyes aren't good. It's all a combination of badness.
Alright, so basically, come out of your comfort zone, guys.
Yeah.
If any of you guys watched my other channel,
Yeah.
The Grinds Factory, you can see I come out of my comfort zone.
Right.
I actually start singing on that. I don't even sing. But I just wanted to share a song that was put on my heart to write. You know, so I put music to it, and I put it out early too. It's like people were like, "Why would you put something out that's not polished?"
Right.
To inspire others.
Right.
You know, then I put out another video of the same song where it's better, but I still need more polishing. You know, so but I just want to do that to prove to people that you can do it. If your heart desires to do it, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to come out of your comfort zone.
Right. We all have different comforts. This, for me, is out of my comfort zone. I mean, he knows, you don't know me well, but he does. And, you know, everybody has a different comfort zone. But you can't enjoy life if you sit around and just do nothing. Couch potatoes really don't enjoy life. So go out and do something.
Exactly. All right, we're going to dive into this lesson real soon here, but I just want to share this too. There's so many negative things out there, not just on YouTube, maybe all over the world. There's negative all over the place. Mm-hmm. We just want to share a little positive to you guys.
Right.
That was the whole purpose of this. You know, if you guys seen the video of us where we were just preparing to do these videos,
right.
We always do a prayer. One of my prayers was, you know, just have more positive.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, so if these videos have touched you in a positive way, leave some comments down.
Yeah.
Let us know. That will encourage us to keep going with that positive touch. So, all right, you guys got your parachute? Because we're going to skydive in this lesson now. He doesn't want to throw stuff in like that. All right, we're going to review the technique called shuffle stomp. All right, this is not a typical Kenpo technique. So some of you Kenpo guys out there, don't freak out. It's okay. I put some of these techniques in there for like point sparring or just, you know, sparring in general, because you can't go kicking legs and crotch in sparring. You just can't do that. But this way you could use it to kick somebody in the head if you can. You know, Paul can't get that leg up to the head that well. He's getting actually more flexibility too, so by doing this. So this technique's out there, so don't freak out if you can't get this done right. It's okay. Alright, so we're going to be in the fighting stance. We're going to slide our feet together. Remember, this is the shuffle step. Lift the leg up, come up, axe kick, reverse punch. So that's called shuffle stomp. What I like to do when I'm sparring too, I'll bounce around. My hand is out here. I shuffle, come down, there's that reverse punch. One thing, I don't want my hands up in the air like this. I don't want to be like this to fight. See how his foot went? That was beautiful. Alright.
There we go.
There you go. Alright, but see, you don't want your hands up like this in the air. You want to point your weapons. Same goes with here. I'm not going to point that here because I'm making them look at this now. But if I'm throwing a side kick, I want to pick up my foot and show the bottom of my side kick. I don't want to come here to here. I've done that a lot myself. Here's the thing about that though. By the time I turn this here, he's already blocking it or moving out of the way. If I come up here, I could change my direction, but here I can still come in at him a little quicker. Just wanted to share that. Alright, shuffle stomp. Let's do it off the other side. Slide. Knee comes up, come down, axe kick, left reverse punch. So again, I've done this in a tournament once too. Yeah. This guy is a little bit shorter than me. I was like, I think I could axe kick him in the head. I didn't even need the reverse punch, I just axe kick. And sometimes when I put something in my mind, it actually comes true. It works. And it amazes me sometimes. But we were lined up, so I was in this stance here, the closed stance. when they said fight, I just brought my foot in, came right down. He came charging in. Because I watched him fight before too, and I knew he was going to charge in.
Right.
So then when I got up to him, this is the first, the first time I lined up with this guy. They said fight. I just came in. He ran right into my foot. I don't know. I mean, he just came right in there. I didn't even hit him. He hit himself.
And any contact between here and here was good.
So they said break. I got the point. I was like, oh. So then I danced around like I could do that all day long. I was just kind of surprised it happened so fast.
Right.
Been at a distance about here.
Right.
To get that, it had been perfect timing. At that point, my timing wasn't as good as it is now, but I was faster because I was younger. So it was just by miracle, I guess. It came out like that. I was like, wow. I didn't let him know that. I was just like this. Okay, here we go. And then after that, he was easy to beat.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're in a point fight, guys, you get that first score is like a wow factor, and then you make it look like you could do it at any time.
It's a mental thing, right?
You got in their head now, oh. Unless you got someone that's pretty seasoned and pretty good at adjusting, just okay, that's not going to bother me.
Right.
So I just want to share that with you guys. All right, here we go. We're going to move into just a front kick, a wheel kick, and a hook kick. We're going to do this as just a drill. So we haven't done too many drills lately, so let's put some of this in there. Fighting stance here, right leg front kick, turn, wheel kick, bring it back, hook kick. Okay, now this is also known as a roundhouse kick. We call it wheel kick. It can be a roundhouse kick too. So front, wheel, hook. And you don't have to go that high. This is a good exercise. You can even grab like the wall or something, or a chair, right? And just grab and go kick like this if you need balance. I like to just practice this one.
All right.
And you just pivot that foot. Good. Let's switch to the other side. Paul has a great idea there. All right, hold the left leg, bring it up, front, pivot, wheel, hook. There you go. And you gotta be careful with your ankles too when you're doing that, because if you don't watch it, you're gonna start twisting your ankle.
Right.
As you might have seen that my weight was shifting on the knife edge of my foot. That's not the way you want to do that. So I just want to point that out to you guys too. You gotta be careful when you do this stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to move on to the technique?
All right.
Here we go. Striking mace. That was the technique you seen in the beginning of this video. Someone's throwing a right punch. Throw a right punch. I step out of the way as I parry block. My hand is up here. I come behind, square punch, side thrust kick. Now here's the cool thing. You may have heard of in Kenpo talking about get your cover hand up. Throw a punch. I don't need to have it up exactly the way they said. I just want to pick up my fist. Throw a punch. So I'm here. I can punch. But what if he threw a punch, 2 punches at me? I can still come in there if it came kind of wide. If it went more straight, I can parry it out like that. So get that hand up there.
Right.
Get it ready. So let's do this in there. We step out of the way, parry block. Our hand is up. Crescent step, step forward, square punch, leg up, side thrust kick. You're going to drive them right to the floor. Drive their knee to the floor. You're not going to just kick and bring it back. No, you put your weight into it, step on them if you need to. That's for self-defense reasons. Alright, what'd you do?
Nothing. We'll watch it. We'll see it on the video.
Right?
You guys can.
He goes, I didn't do nothing. Alright, here you go. Step. You didn't take that second step, did you?
No.
Step forward.
No.
Square punch, side kick.
I know, but I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something. I have a similar move in my thing, and they're called very similar moves, and I keep screwing them up. I'm
Throw
mixing
right
them
punch.
together.
This is what commonly happens here. They don't even step.
Right.
Then they try to go here, which is fine and all. I mean, throw the punch. I could be here to here. Now I can kick the leg with my shin.
Right.
I can front kick the other knee or the groin. I mean, there's stuff you can do here.
Right.
So if you do mess this up on that, that's okay. But here's the teaching. A lot of people get stuck in a way, get stuck in a box with these self-defense techniques. No, these are ideas and practices. Okay, the teaching's here. Throw a right punch. Here's the teaching. I'm here, I get close to you. Okay, so but I'm punching him. but I can still stand right on his leg right there. It's
Right.
not really a full kick, it's just me standing on his leg. So
Right.
that's the technique, striking mace. I love this technique.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great one, throw a punch. I mean, that's so quick.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't even step all the way in. If I did step all the way in, his head would have been way back here if I punched him.
Right.
So, come right in, wham, you crowded him.
Yeah.
So this goes along the lines of the Kung Fu that's in the Kenpo right here. So, there is legitimately Kung Fu in the Kenpo. There's legitimate Jiu-Jitsu
Mm-hmm.
in the Kenpo.
Right.
Then you see your basic karate movements too, so it is in there. Alright, let's do this off the other side because guess what? Remember with the Kenpo 1, that kata that was just for
Right.
you guys?
Mm-hmm.
We do it off both sides. So
Right, right.
here we go. So right foot steps, parry block with the right. Left hand, or left foot, I mean, comes in here. Get your hand up. Alright, step in, square punch, thrust. Just push that leg down. Let's do it again. Step parry, step punch,
Oh, we're doing
step
wrong.
all the way, yeah.
I was
You
on the
were
wrong
good.
side.
Step here with the right.
Yeah.
You were there, right? Then step here with the
I
left.
was going down.
Then side thrust. There you go.
I started doing the opposite side.
See how he says he started doing the opposite side? That's very common. And there's someone out there who went to do it off the other side and messed it up already. I know that, guys.
Mhm.
I know, when you're doing this, you're going to mess up.
Right.
And some of you guys are like, I'm going to keep going. But some of you guys are like, this is hard, I'm not doing it no more. There's a lot of people come across these videos once and then they're gone.
Right, right.
But then there's guys out there that are doing this. And if you stick with this, you can get pretty good.
Right.
And if you have someone you can train with and just work this, and you'll start understanding what I'm talking about a little more when you see it that way. Doing it in the air doesn't really do a lot of justice, except for it's a good exercise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you have a good imagination, you can imagine an arm there.
Right, right.
So it may help you more than not doing it at all. So, with that said, let's go into Kenpo 1. What were you going to say?
I've been watching a lot of other martial arts videos out. There's a lot of good stuff out there. I mean, just lessons. And I see other people saying what Roger says, you got to improvise or restricted moves with adaptability. But this is the only one I've seen so far where it has like a actual core lessons that go from, beginning to the end instead of just, I mean, that's something to think about.
You guys got a shortened system here. YouTube, the way I designed it for you guys, you got, it's not 100% full system, but there's 20 techniques in each belt. That's a lot of stuff to give away.
Yeah.
But if you practice all that, you got a lot of stuff. You're going to be pretty decent.
Right.
I'm not saying you're going to be exactly at a black belt level when you get to the black belt.
Mm-hmm.
You may not. I doubt it though. Doing off of videos, you're not going to be at black belt
Right.
level.
Right.
Not from 20 techniques and then some of the katas, but you're going to be pretty good.
And it's more knowledge you had than when you began, if you begin. I mean,
Yeah.
if you don't do anything, well then you won't advance or learn anything, but it's a good core group, it's the core way to start, and you can go somewhere and do a
That's
dojo.
it.
So,
Alright, Kenpo 1. We're going to start back here. Is this one you want to start farther back? You don't want to start closer. If you're practicing this in your room, don't start right at the wall. And if you're practicing this and you don't have a lot of space like we do, that's okay. You could make adjustments or just start doing it outside once you get it in your head.
right.
Alright, so we're going to start with the bow. Hands, step, step. Okay, now from here, was the technique what?
Slamming elbow, crashing elbow. Is that it?
Close to it. Alright, here we go. Elbow, we come in here, double push, ridge hand. You guys watch the other video, you want to know the name of that. Scimitar. Elbow, come back here. Good. Okay, now we're going to step over here to about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, with the left hand, step, square punch, side thrust. So it's the technique we just did.
Right.
Now I'm going to step to the back corner, right hand, left foot, left hand here, side thrust. Okay, that's all I'm giving you today. Last video I put out, I did the whole form, but this time I just wanted to teach you guys this part. Here we go. Let's just start with this for the moment. Here we go. Step, elbow here. It's blasting elbows. I know I wasn't going to tell you, but I did. All right, step, elbow, come out, push. Okay, parry block, step, punch, side thrust, step over here. Parry block, step, punch, side thrust. There you go. All right, Kenpo 1. I like this form. It's kind of cool.
And you'll see I screwed up on that second one because I screwed up my scimitar.
You messed up? I didn't look.
Get my arm.
I didn't see that, guys.
Call me out, that's fine. I knew
You
it was.
guys, why didn't you tell me that he messed up? You guys should have told me.
Well, that's what he gets for not letting me know the name of that elbow smash thing.
Alright, so there it is. There's our lesson. Lesson 11.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
We
And
appreciate you watching.
if you haven't subscribed yet,
What are you waiting for? And pass it along. We appreciate
do so.
it. Yeah.
And we do have a website for the Tracy's Karate of North Ridgeville. Alright, it's kind of long because guess what? It's a free site. When you do a free site, you got this giant long
Yeah.
thing. It's not going to be shortened.
Right.
So, but I'm going to put it down below so you can check it out. Check this out. And if you're in the area of North Ridgeville and you want to train and you were led to this YouTube channel here, maybe you've seen it on our trucks,
Right.
or out on the street there, you know, and you need to train somewhere, come on,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. If you don't want to do just Kenpo, you can do the MMA and learn some mix. That'll help you out. So there's options here. So come on, check it out. We appreciate it.
Check it out.
All right. God bless.
God bless you.